So I finally watched the Boxtrolls, a movie that I have been sleeping on for a while. I don't know why I missed it, but finally watched it, and I'm going to talk about it now. So the Boxtrolls is a stop-motion studio like a movie. It came out quite a few years ago. It's the story about this town where everyone is scared of these things called Boxtrolls. They live underground, and there's this myth, I guess, that they steal children. There's this guy who's like an exterminator type thing who like tries to get rid of all of them. There's also kind of an elite group of people who sort of rule the town, but they also just like sit around and eat cheese. The daughter of the leader of this group of people comes into contact with a boy who was raised by Boxtrolls, and that kind of sets off the story. So first of all, I really like the aesthetics of this movie. It's very steampunky, I guess. The Boxtrolls live underground and they're kind of tinkerers, so they just put stuff together and it's just like nuts and bolts, and it's really just cool. I also like that the Boxtrolls really have their own culture, I guess I could say. Like, it's very well developed. They show a lot of like Boxtroll culture. For example, when they're excited, they like tap on their little box thing, or like you have the fact that Boxtrolls can see in the dark really well, but the little boy who grows up with them has to wear like headlights because he obviously is not a real Boxtroll, so he doesn't have that sight. I love how the boy's name is Eggs because his box says eggs on it. I just thought that was the cutest thing. The boy, by the way, I love the design of him because he looks, you know, a little bit creepy, a little bit disheveled, a little bit underfed, and like there's something wrong with him, but like he has so much character dripping down his face, and he has kind of like puppy dog eyes a little bit. I don't know, I just love the way he looks. Like, he is such an intriguing character to look at. But honestly, all the character design is really, really good, which is something Studio Laika is really good at in general. Like, their character design is always great. For example, you have this exterminator guy, and you can like tell how greasy his hair is, and his posture, and like his skinny legs, but like his big tummy type of thing. Like, it's just, I love the way they design characters. I think there's just always so much personality put into the characters just through how they look, and it's just good at that. Like, they're such caricatures, but like, I love that about it. If you compare that to like how DreamWorks designs its characters, it's very different stylistically. Whereas DreamWorks goes for a little bit more of a like realistic style of like posture and body shape. Laika always goes for extremes, and I really like that. It suits the medium really well. Now, talking about Eggs some more, my favorite character, I'm like obsessed with him. He's so cute. I love how truly unmannered he is. Disney could never. Like, he's actually disgusting. But like in the most charming way, because he is truly a really nice boy. But you know, he's also just really disgusting because he's lived with trolls his whole life. And then the juxtaposition with Winnie, the girl, who is just completely the opposite. She looks a lot more polished and she's a lot cleaner, but her personality is a lot more rough than his, because he's more soft-spoken and she's more rough, but like physically it's opposite. I like that a lot. I loved their dynamic. I really like them together. I love how slowly she starts to understand him better, and like their friendship is just really nice. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is the dancing scene. It is a really cute bonding moment for our two main characters, but it's also like one of the funniest scenes in a movie that I've seen in a while. The movie also made me cry, but if you're new on this channel, I cry at every movie I see, so maybe that's not that much of a surprise. But like, it's a really beautiful story because you have this boy who grew up with Boxtrolls, and he believes that he is a Boxtroll, and then it's him realizing that he is not that, and then he's thinking, well, then maybe I'm human, so then he tries to become human and act like a human, but the humans are disgusted by him because I mean, he's a little. But then he also sees like how mean humans can be. So then he realizes, like, why would I want to become a human, you know, if this is what humans are like. You know, it's about you are who you make yourself. I think that's a line from the movie, like, you make you. I like that a lot. And that whole theme is also connected to the villain, who really tries to be something he's not, without giving too much away. I really liked the villain in this. Like, there was a good twist at the end with the villain that I really enjoyed. Yeah, this movie is a lot more I want to say disgusting. You know, it's not a Disney movie. It's a little more hardcore, I would say. Like, there's a couple of moments that I was like, I can't believe they just did that. It could be something small, like a fart joke or something, but it's also like some gruesome stuff that happens in the movie that I'm like, wow, children are watching this. All the movies I've reviewed so far for my Spooktober little thing that I'm doing, they've all been really good. The only movie I've yet to see from the list is The Dark Crystal, which I have now heard that the movie's actually not that good, so I'm kind of excited to see whether I like it or not. But yeah, like, the Boxtrolls was great. It's really fun. It's really funny as well. But it's got that typical studio-like humor, I guess. It's a little more crass, but not too much. It's also very British. I love the Britishness of it all. The movie's also really good commentary on powerful people who don't care about other people, which is something that really annoys me in real life. But it's done with a good dose of humor. It's enjoyable to watch those powerful people's downfall. So, like, if you're into that, this movie I recommend. So I'm gonna go now. I am gonna watch some more Troll Hunters because I'm still watching a lot of that recently. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!